Well, hello again. We are at the second bit of the Proclaim section from the Know, Grow, and Proclaim. Just remember that the main point for this particular week, for the last Sunday, the main point is that the fact that God is sovereign in our evangelism. God is sovereign, and this should keep us humble, and this should keep us motivated, and also it gives us the confidence that it is not about how compelling my testimony is. It is not about how good or eloquent my proclamation is. And also it's not about how much I can persuade others, how much I can craft my language so that people feel like, yeah, that's so true, therefore they become a Christian. No, it's not about that. Yes, we must make our story as compelling as it is. We must proclaim the gospel clearly. We must persuade others, but the fact that God is sovereign, it gives us confidence that God can use anything, even a seemingly dull and boring testimony, to call people to be saved. And with this in mind, then we don't have to be afraid to evangelize. We don't have to fear whether or not people will respond positively, because, well, God can use whatever means, whatever kinds of proclamation to save other people. Our job is to be responsible, to be confident, and to persevere, and to be diligent in our proclamations. So take time as well to encourage your cell group members to write their testimony, to write it properly, to ask the question, what does Jesus mean to them? So take time to help each other with their stories, validate their stories, but at the same time ask questions about how the gospel has impacted their lives, how the gospel has impacted their desire, their priorities, and also how the word of God affected the way they make decisions, and also how the gospel also gives them hope, peace, and everything else. So help your group members to think about how the gospel really means to them. And above all, encourage each other to actually share testimonies with someone, ASAP, perhaps this week or next week even. Encourage them to just do it, to get onto it and do it. Remember, cell group is not about getting things right in our mind. Yes, it is important to get things right in our mind, but don't be satisfied. Don't be satisfied with members getting it right intellectually, but strive, make effort for members to actually apply what they learned. Remember, the goal of cell group is not about information, but it is about transformation. Information is important, but it must lead to transformation. So you need much more than just Bible study to do that. You need accountability. You need asking each other how they go during the week, rebuking one another, encouraging one another, and also perhaps think of how you guys can apply this together as a group, not just individualistically. All of those things, accountability, sharing, encouragement, rebuke, all this contribute towards transformation. So strive for that, make effort for that, and for this particular section, the proclaim bit, then perhaps ask each other to share their testimony to someone and get them to report back how it went. It will feel awkward perhaps to keep people accountable, but if we want change, if we want transformation, then we have to do this. Trust me, it will pay off. So Pastor Sam will close next Sunday by talking about prayer and a simple gospel outline as well. Look forward to that. Meanwhile, can I ask you for a favor? Easter camp is less than a couple of weeks left. Easter camp is always the highlight of students, and a lot of people say that they know a bit more about the Jesus, they understand more about the gospel after going to Easter camp, as well as community-wise. It is really helpful to get people to belong. We have 90 plus people registered so far, but the campsite needs 140 people. Otherwise, they will charge us more. So not sure why the deal is like that, but so that's what we ask for you for a favor. Anyway, the more people come, the more people will listen to the gospel as well. So please encourage your group members to come to Easter camp. So that's just one favor that you can do for ISM. So thanks for that. I'll see you next time.